Hello, this is Brendan Spivey doing an episode on the Markout Movie Podcast called What Am I Gaming? I've been doing this series since last year. It's been audio only so far. I started with Uncharted, and I played that game series. What I do is I play a game. If it's in the game series, I play one. Then I play like 3 solo games, and then I'll play the next game in the series. It's a weird concept. I'm a weird guy. So that's just how I am. That's just how I am. I'm weird like that. I have a system that's weird and no one else does. So I'm unique in that kind of way. So, yeah. But, I don't play video games and record because, I don't get excited by doing that. I would have no viewers if I did that. I review them, tell you my thoughts. Maybe I get excited. Maybe I don't. Now, I actually would have done this sooner today, but something happened to me. Have you ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street, where Johnny Depp's character gets caved into the bed? You know what I mean? That kind of happened to me today, except it was a bench. I sat down. I took my son out. He got on the trampoline with my back the way it is. I can't do that, so I went to go sit down on the bench because he wanted to play some water guns as well. So I go down and sit on the bench, and next thing I know, I'm getting caved in, and I feel like demons are coming and trying to pull me down, you know what I'm saying? And I was having a hard time getting up. I ended up hurting my back a little bit, more than it already is, but I had to go take a pain pill. Then we played water guns, and I got soaked. Then I got soaked some more. But anyway, so yeah, I just been taking it easy kind of a day. But I wanted to come and do this review called D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die. And I'll give you the synopsis real quick on IMDb real quick. David Young is a private detective with an ability that allows him to dive into the past using items called mementos. His wife was murdered 2 years ago and left him a dying message. Look for D. And I know some people are probably going to be like, nah, I ain't going to go there. It got a 9 out of 10 on Steam. It's 69% like this on Google. It's got a 7.6 on IMDb. So my experience here with this game, honestly, my experience here was I was not having a good time with this game. Now, this game is from the same creator of Deadly Premonition, which I played before. I actually played that before I went back to Uncharted Lost Legacy, which you can go on Anchor and you can listen to every bit of all the video games I've recorded, the reviews of. It's all on there. All our previous episodes are on there as well. So this one was weird. But it wasn't weird like Deadly Premonition, which had a Twin Peaks vibe. So it was kind of cool weird. This was like bad weird, where I like the premise, I like the concept and everything. I liked going back into the past and trying to solve your wife's murder, trying to maybe save her if you can. I love that, and so that's what hooked me into the story. But all the weird stuff, like you lived with this girl named Amanda. She just shows up one day and you let her live with you. She acts like a cat, so you kind of feel like you're in Cats a little bit. You have your best friend that's a detective who you worked with when you're on the Boston PD. His name's Kaysen, which is funny because that was the villain's name in Deadly Premonition. So that was a cool little Easter egg, I guess, connection. I don't know. But, you do that. So you're trying to solve this murder, and you got these mementos, and you go back in time. You're on this airplane like a couple years ago, right? And you're investigating all these people, and they're weird people. You don't happen to come across any pilots on the plane, but they're weird people. There's one woman that's jumpy about everything. You have to play games with her. So you have to check all the seats, all the windows, the bathrooms. I mean, make sure that everything's it's clean. Because she's freaking out over everything. Turbulence, everything, every little thing she's freaking out over. So yeah, I mean, it was interesting. Then you got a marshal on board that hates you and told you not to speak to you, even though you've never met him. Okay, so but this part of the game I actually like investigating, finding clues. I love that aspect. I just it's all the weird stuff that kind of throws you off, and you're like, I don't know. Do I really want to keep playing? No, not really. But I just got a never say die attitude about everything, and I have to finish everything, and so I have to finish this. So the prologue in the first episode, I really didn't care about. The second episode, I actually loved, and so I mean, I really loved it. Everything about it, even when you're in your apartment dealing with Case and dealing with Amanda, finding these clues there. I liked it. I didn't like it in the first episode or the prologue, but I liked it here because you're remembering stuff about your wife, and you're just remembering little things about her. And but anyway, going back to the plane, you're investigating all these people, you're talking to all these people. And like I said, the strange woman's got notes dating back like 10 years. It's weird. It's stupid. It's creepy. Then you come a guy. I don't know. I don't know what they actually call males. Stewardess. I just know they're flight attendant. There you go. There's the proper way to say it. He's a male flight attendant that's big muscled, who has an inhaler that spits out drugs, this red form of drugs. It reminds me of actually Deadly Premonition with the seeds and what they did to you. But you have to talk to him. You have to talk to the marshal. There's a female flight attendant that is named Olivia that is actually a CIA agent. You find out later on. But the marshal's got somebody that's got a fake eye. He disappeared on the plane. Olivia disappears on the plane. You don't. That's what we find out in episode 1. Episode 2, trying to figure out what happened with them, plus finding out who killed your wife. So it's an interesting game, to say the least. It's weird in some bad ways, but it's fun as well. I mean, I really love the second episode. Second episode, you're underneath the seats, that little area. You're trying to. The marshal's got this guy that he's holding hostage, and there's a reason he's doing it. But the problem I have with this game, as well as the first episode plus the prologue, is it has a twist ending. You find out who the killer is. You do. But you also, it leaves you with a cliffhanger, and there's no plans for a season 2. So the story is incomplete. And you kind of feel ripped off by them doing that, but the story, you can't help it. It's the way it is. First season ends in that way. So I just overall had a good time with it. I don't know. I had a good time overall with it, despite the first act. But I will say some parts also. There's some really bad voice acting in this game. There's this one guy. He looks like a doctor. He talks slow. He talks that slow, and all the time. And I'm like, oh my God, speed it up. But I had a blast with it. That second episode, it was a lot of fun. There was more action, and I had fun with it. It reminded me of early Telltale games, like The Walking Dead Season 1, kind of. It's kind of that point, and that was another aspect I didn't like about it. It was point and click. Now I like point and click, but I like to actually be able to move my character. In this game, you can't move your character without pointing and clicking. So I don't know. It just didn't do that much for me with that aspect of the game. But also the cliffhanger, I don't know. I didn't really care for it. I didn't care for that aspect. But overall, I had a decent time with it. I had a pretty good time with it, especially that second episode. That second episode, man, really hits me, and it gets me invested in the whole story now. And I'm like, yes, give me more of this. And then you take it all away because there's not going to be a second season. So I feel defeated, and it sucks. But that's part of video gaming, right? You know, sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're not. You know, sometimes the story doesn't end. It's like a real life TV show. You get invested, right? And it doesn't come back for a second or third or fourth season. It just gets canceled. And that's what happened here. D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die. Pretty cool game. So what we do here, I think Aaron's explained this many times. He explained it a couple episodes ago with our mark out meter system. I'm going to give this game a 3.5 out of 5 on the mark out meter system, and hopefully you've enjoyed this. My next game is actually Def Jam Icon on Xbox 360. Never played any of those games, so you know, I'm learning new rap songs as I go. I'm learning a little bit about the rap game. I'm really white, so I'm learning. But yeah, anyway, I really enjoyed that second episode. I started Def Jam Icon today. I really have enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the rap songs they put on there. But you know, I'm not a big rap guy, not really. I like a few songs. I like Eminem rap, him, but everyone else, I really wasn't big on it. So this is something new for me, and I'm enjoying the music, enjoying the fighting. I'm just enjoying the game overall, but it's only day one. So, but I'm enjoying the story too. I won't go into that because this is about D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die, which is a freaking weird title to have for a video game. But it kind of goes in with my bench situation today, because you can compare it to Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street. Because I swear to God, I felt like Freddy was grabbing me. When that bench broke, I felt like I was being sucked in, and I couldn't get out. And I was climbing, and finally I got out. Hooray for me. But I had fun. I didn't have fun with the bench, but I had fun with the game here, and that's what it's all about. One of my gaming. This is, I think, the 8th episode for season 2. Season 1 went 15 episodes. This is the 8th, I think. Or maybe it's I don't know. Now I'm getting confused with what am I reading. This is actually the 3rd episode for season 2 on this. So go back, and if you enjoyed this, go back and listen to some of my What Am I Gamings. I know Heavy Rain was really popular when I did that. It's actually 3rd on our highest list on our podcast for the Markout Movie Podcast. Video game review was high up there. But, as far as what I got coming up solo-wise, I'm doing 1922, the Stephen King adapted film from the not short story, but novella of, I watched that Saturday night. I had a great time with it. I'm going to review that, throw in the little things from the book that they didn't use. Because spoiler review of that, it's the Big Show. I'm going to review that. We've got 2 episodes to go, so I'm going to review that. See what else? Scream season 2. I want to talk about that Scream right here, just real quick. I wanted to go back and revisit it because, I'm a big Scream fan, and when this show first aired, don't get me wrong, I liked it. I did, but I didn't give it a chance really. But I ended up liking it anyway. But I wasn't open to the idea of a different looking mask, and this time around I'm open to it, and I've had a blast watching this show, and I'm so upset at MTV for not doing a proper 3rd season with these characters. Oh, they're ignorant. they're so ignorant. But anyway, I'll be reviewing season 2. I got like 2-3 episodes to go, and I'll be done with that. So, oh man, it's been a blast. I'm just having a good time doing this. Even on YouTube, having a good time. You know, I ain't gonna go into it, but I'm having a good time. Hope everyone's enjoying all the content that's coming out, and hopefully we continue to grow. All of us, everyone, every bit of us. So yeah, so this has been Brandon Spivey from the Markout Movie Podcast, doing What Am I Gaming with D4. Dark Dreams Don't Die. Hopefully you enjoyed this and return soon. Aaron's doing Blade Runner, I think, next. Even though I hear he's having a really hard time with it. He's struggling. Let's pray for him. I'm serious. Let's pray for him. He's having a hard time. I'm sorry, Aaron. I had to, okay? I had to. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Well, I'll know about the views if you enjoyed it or not. But I'm going to shoot this to Aaron. Maybe he'll edit a little bit. Maybe he won't. I don't know what he's going to do. This is his show. He's the chief of police here. I guess I'm Hooper or Quint. I don't know. If I'm Quint, I'm dying. But, I don't know. Look, it's just a blast to do. But thank you for listening. This is Brandon Spivey again for like the third time. I don't know how to end a show, an episode. I have no idea how to end it. So I don't know how. Someone's just got to shut me up and cut me off. I mean, I don't know how to end an episode. I really don't know how. This can't go out. This cannot leave. This can't leave. But it's going to. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to end. I guess I'll end it the way Aaron ends it. Thank you for marking out with me. But it's not proper because it's What Am I Gaming? So thank you for gaming with me. You're not gaming with me, so I don't know. Anyway, this has been Brandon Spivey rambling on about not knowing how to end a show. So here we go. I'm just going to end it. But yeah, so thank you for gaming with me, marking out gaming. I don't know. I don't have a send-off. Aaron needs to get with me about a send-off. What's a proper send-off? I don't know what a proper send-off is. But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for enjoying the podcast. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed this again for like the third time. I'm just going to shut up and end it. I appreciate you listening. Thank you. And until next time, have a wonderful day.